Hello. Let me preface this by saying I have no idea what I'm doing. So I just went on YouTube, looked up welfare, because that's what we're up against. Okay? I got laid off. My wife is in really bad shape. Um, she has MS, and the disease is progressing and getting worse. I just watched a video when I typed in, I live on YouTube. Okay. When I typed in welfare into the search, I got a recommended video basically because I probably because I follow these guys. Valuetainment is the name of the YouTube channel. The guy's a financial genius. Him and his team are just awesome. Probably going to be working for Trump when he gets in office. This guy's amazing. So I watched this video of him talking about welfare. Well, and I'm gonna put it in the link or whatever, somewhere in the comment, I guess is what people do. The video, and you should watch it and really watch to the end and catch the story he's talking about at the end. It's really impactful. So, anyways, what we're up against is I don't have a job, but I have a part-time job. It's like sporadic. It's a seasonal job, so I work like one day a week, and I'm navigating all these options, right? Unemployment, Medicaid, food stamps, all these different options that are out there, and it's daunting. I mean, it is so overwhelming to deal with this stuff. And I understand it's complex and it's not supposed to be easy, or else everybody would be doing it. But that guy on Valuetainment really explains uh, the way it's set up and the way it works. I mean, I encourage you to watch that video. It's amazing. But it hit me hard because I'm exactly the type of person he's talking about. Okay. My wife's health is declining. She needs care. I mean, just an hour ago, we're sitting here having breakfast coffee, and because of the disease or whatever it is, she has problems swallowing. So she'll just choke on her own saliva, right? She has a saying, it's breathe air, swallow fluid. So she starts choking on her coffee. She's fucking like right here, puking up the coffee, trying to clear her airway and everything, right? And I'm like, holy shit, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? I'm watching my wife die. Now I know CPR, and I know I'm gonna Heimlich her. I keep threatening it. I call it Heinlicking. It makes her laugh. So the thing is you listen, you hear. So she's choking, like starting to turn blue, and but I can hear she's getting a little bit of air. So I know she's not like asphyxiating. It's coffee. She's just basically drowning. So, anyways, she clears it up, and I'm thinking at this time, I'm like, okay, well, I need to be home to take care of her or find resources that could be with her all the time, um, to make sure she just doesn't fucking choke on eating food. She loves blueberries. She puts it in her yogurt. She puts it in everything. Blueberries, because they're antioxidants, right? So that's like a thing that gets stuck in your throat. You're done. You're dead, right? Holy shit. So that goes through my mind all the time. So, anyways, I get laid off in the 1st of December, and I have to start navigating this to figure this out. I have no idea what I'm doing. All these years, she's been taking care of her health care, and doing good. Now she's got brain fog, so the disease is progressing. Look up MS. It's fucking horrific, man. So I start looking into this. Now, I'm going to preface this by, well, it's like 3 weeks ago now. We go to her neurologist appointment. And because I'm not working, I get to go to the appointment with her, right? So I go in, and they're talking, and I lose my shit. I am ugly crying in the doctor's office, dude. Because I don't know what to do, right? I'm just fucking at my wit's end, dude. And I find I'm like screaming, I'm fucking swearing, and I don't want to be that. I'm even yelling I'm pulling this down, I'm bawling, and I realize I'm yelling. I'm like, this isn't me. This isn't me. Okay. Holy shit, I lose it, right? The doctor dismisses me out of the room. She goes, hey, go make the next appointment, would you please? I go, okay. And she asked my wife, she's like, are you safe? And my wife, thank God, said, yeah, she's safe. I don't know what would have happened if she just said no. I don't know what. I mean, I was unhinged. I was losing it because I don't know what to do. I'm like, I need to get on all these government programs. I need to, everything, all of it, right? We're going to run out of money real damn quick. So she hits this button, I guess, panic button called palliative care. It's like the step before hospice. Okay? But it instantiates Medicaid. Now, up until then, we didn't qualify for Medicaid because I made like a few bucks. I took a raise one year way back, 7-8 years ago. We've been married for 20 plus years. And I took a raise and it kicked us off Medicaid. Okay. And I've always earned my way. Dude, I paid my way. As a matter of fact, if I got money, I'll pay your way. All right? When I have money, I mean, I pay my son's way through life right now. I pay my grandbaby's way. They live with us, and I pay for everything, right? Now I'm seriously stressed. Oh, stress is like messing me up, man. I mean, I'm down 50 pounds. Mostly because I'm friggin' smoking and drinking coffee. It's all. I save all the money to feed her, and them. So anyways, palliative care is the control of symptoms and quality of life. Okay? So it's not end of life like hospice is, but it's a step before that. So health and welfare is now on the table. Last Monday I go to health and welfare. I go down there. I'm ugly crying in her office. I don't know what the fuck to do. The process is super slow, but they start giving me resources. Okay, now here's my goal. I want to be the caregiver for my wife, right? I'm the likely person, right? I mean, you hear caregiver stories, horror stories. They come in, beat your loved one, steal their stuff, steal their meds, steal their money. Yeah, I don't even want to go down that road. That's not happening. So I says, all right, can I be the caregiver? I know you're going to pay like $15 an hour, and they come in and do an evaluation of her and see how much care she needs, how much time she needs. Well, for instance, last week she fell. She's basically a paraplegic. She doesn't have the use of her legs. She can stand for a couple seconds. So think about that. You got to go take a crap. Okay? She shakes like a leaf because of the MS, the spasticity and the toxicity or whatever. There's a couple different things. So to take her underwear down or her pants down to take a crap is a challenge. It's like near impossible for her to do it herself. So I do that all the time, all the time. She'll text me right now. I'm in the bathroom. Okay, boom, I got to go in there. Well, I can't do that when I'm at a 9 to 5 job. Thankfully, my previous job was like really forgiving. As long as I got my job done, I could come in early, I could leave late, take an hour and a half lunch. It was really, I mean, my boss was all about family. Team, my whole team was. They were all about family. Okay. Thank you guys. I don't know if you'll see this video, but thank you so much for that. You have no idea. To take her to doctor's appointments and all these things, all right? So, all right. When COVID hit, apparently you could become a caregiver as a spouse. Let me be specific. And if you watch that video, I'm going to send or share or whatever it is, he talks about that, okay? So, as a spouse, you're ineligible now in Idaho as of January this month. Right now. I think it's the 13th. It was my wife's birthday yesterday, 55. We both turned. By the way, I'm going to start doing videos of that. There's a lot of doors opening up if you turn 55. Like we're looking at having to move, right? So I want to downsize to a 1-bedroom. Then my grandbaby luckily is going to her mom's, which lives in another state. So my son is going to have to find a place to live, probably get a roommate or whatever. But I could save like 50% off my rent going from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. And I'm hoping that the 55 community, like apartments, there's one right down the street I got to go look at, is more forward thinking for handicap accessibility, because our apartment is not. I mean, we got really lucky that it's even on the first floor. My neighbor has a walker. She lives on the second floor. It's a matter of time before she falls down those stairs. Just a matter of time. She really struggles. Takes her 5 minutes to walk up the stairs. Never mind coming down. It's a challenge. I feel for her. Oh my gosh. So she's not far off from probably being in a wheelchair. And they can't live in a 2-story. You can't do that. So we got really blessed when we got this apartment that it's on the first floor. I feel really blessed. So, okay, back to palliative care. And I think I should do a series on this because it's so daunting. So she's under evaluation. They have sent sometimes 2 or 3 appointments a day. Now, she already deals with exhaustion. I mean, getting up and getting dressed is a chore for somebody that's a paraplegic. Try not using your legs and put your socks and shoes on. You have to pick up your legs. You don't lift your leg. Okay, you don't have any muscle in your legs anymore. It's a huge challenge. So who's going to do that when I'm not here? Luckily, my grandbaby, 11, is here, and I've taught her how to like pull her panties down when she's got to go to the number 2. She's already got the super pubic catheter that goes, they tunneled in through her belly, so she pees in a bag. So we empty the bag every night. I think I'll do a video on that too, because a lot of people are up against, loss of bladder control, and we've been through the gambit of options, so I think I'm pretty well versed on what works and what doesn't. When we've gone through poise pads because she lost bladder control, she just pee all the time, every hour, or constantly actually. She just pee. So the suprapubic catheter was a solution. It really works. She never has to go to the bathroom when we do road trips because she's constantly just peeing into the bag. I mean, I know. We drove across country 2 years ago to do a family reunion. She never had to stop once. I did. I was like, holy crap. I'm drinking coffee while we're driving. I gotta pull over on a exit because the gas station's 500 miles away. If you go through Wyoming, holy crap, dude! There are rest stops. They're hundreds of miles apart. Anyways, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. And that is one thing I think I should start a business doing that because they throw all these resources at you. It's on you to deal with it. You got to get online. You got to get on phone calls to the automated tree phone calls. Do, hours spent on hold, basically. They call you back now. Oh, leave your number. Is this the number you call from? She got a call back from uh, Medicaid Financial because they got to know all your financials. Again, I should probably elaborate on this information because I know a lot of people don't know this. And I can see why there's a lot of fraud and abuse out there because that was the reason why they said that spouses can't become caregivers anymore because of fraud and abuse. And the next person that tells me I should divorce my wife, that she gets more benefits, I'm going to punch you in the face, dude. I can't even tell you how many people have told me that. Get a divorce. She gets all this extra stuff. Welfare. No. No. We're Catholic. We even say, there's a joke we say, or she says, and we say, the only D in our vows is not divorce. It's death. Till death do you part. And we took those vows. And it means something, goddammit. It frustrates me that guy talks about it, Valuetainment. Watch that video, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. They penalize you for getting married. So that's what we're up against. We've had OT, PT, all these ATATs, all these people coming by to evaluate her care needs. And then they make a determination, which is, I understand, it's the process. You know, I don't know where we're at. I don't even know where we're at. They reinstantiated Medicaid because I don't have any income. Because of that, there's things that are getting solved, I want to say. So we've been in medical debt ever since she got off Medicaid 7 years ago, or whatever it is, 8 years ago, because I got a raise. You would think getting a raise would be a good thing. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. You don't want to take that raise. I knew a guy when I worked in Vegas, he would never take a raise. The guy was a master craftsman in the marble and granite trade, which is what we did. He would never take a raise because he would lose his VA benefits. I understand that. You don't want a multimillionaire collecting Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. You don't want them, I have a problem with that. If you pay into something like Social Security, that's your account. You should be able to get that money back. I don't care what billionaire, millionaire. That's your money. It's supposed to be your money. But welfare programs, you probably shouldn't be collecting on that shit if you have you're financially sitting pretty. Anyways, I've lost my shit like 5 times in doctor's office, counseling sessions. I mean, I'm like so stressed out. Oh, by the way, I lost 50 pounds because I'm stress, smoke like it's going out of style, and coffee. I wouldn't recommend that diet. I don't even know what's coming for me. I've just got news that my nephew had open heart surgery last week. Almost lost my nephew because he's got a genetic defect in his aorta. And his mom passed away from a friggin' aneurysm. So it's genetic. It means it runs in our family. You find out my other two brothers have the same situation. The aorta is too big and they rupture. Oh, yeah, that's good to know. I don't have any insurance. I've never really ever had insurance. I'm in the construction trade. Up until recently, I was in the construction trade. But I go for the high deductible, low coverage because they take less out of your check. That's what I sign up for every time I get benefits. Give me the cheapest out of my check because I'm trying to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want them taking $500, $600, $800 out of my check to pay for a nice insurance plan. Can't afford that shit. You got to be out of your mind. And I understand. You got to pay for it if you want it. If you're going to get a job in healthcare. Be a nurse. You get probably the best, or government. Holy shit, right? Government, they talk about it all the time. They get freaking golden healthcare. I don't have that shit. So if I get sick, who's going to take care of my wife? And my son, and my grandbaby, or me? Thank you for listening. I don't have many people to talk to. You know, I call people and they got their own problems, and I understand it. But if you could help me, leave a comment. Okay? Share it with somebody that can navigate this. I don't want to be on welfare. That's the thing. Now, I'd love to work from home. Now, they're talking about everybody's got to go into the office. I've been applying for jobs galore, man. Okay, Indeed. I'm on Indeed. I freaking live on that thing. Applying for jobs. And all the jobs say remote. If you search for remote jobs, right? Oh, but you got to come in 2 days a week. Oh, okay, great. Where's the office? New York. Yeah, that's fucking 3,000 miles away from Idaho. What am I going to fly to New York every week to go to work on Monday and Tuesday? Not feasible. And leave my wife for that time. I even, I thought, oh man, I'll get a job at the TSA because the airport's right up the street, right? TSA, I started the process. Went down, took a test. Okay? Fucking hard test, dude. No joke. The people that work in TSA went through strict. Obviously, I mean, you're dealing with high security, but then they told me I had to travel for 3 weeks to do the training. Probably, their hub or whatever in Denver or wherever, Utah, in Salt Lake City, or I don't even know. I didn't get to that step because it said your next step is you got to take a 3-week, travel. I'm like, well, fuck's sake, dude, I can't take 3 weeks away from my wife. You got to be out of your goddamn mind. Holy shit, right? So I had to drop the ball on that. What the hell am I going to do? And TSA is no joke, dude. You work. You don't go in for 8 hours, 10, 12 hours they ask you. Because it's a hard job, dude. They need to get more credit for their freaking back-end training. They go through it. Talk about security clearance. Holy crap, dude. They go up find out who you are. And it's good that they do that. I mean, even working for like the FBI or dude, you're checked out. They check you out. And I have probably no problem getting security clearance. I've never been in trouble and don't do drugs or drink or anything like that. So I would probably pass that flying colors. But yeah, hey, we need you to go to training for 3 weeks, which is probably pretty reasonable. I mean, 3 weeks, holy shit, right? To identify things in baggage. That was trick. Identify things in a bag that's being x-rayed. They should open every bag if you ask me, because that was really hard, dude. So here I am, trying to navigate Medicaid or welfare programs. Watch that video. I'm going to link in this because this guy lays it out. I don't want to be part of the problem. I don't want to be a burden. I earn my way. I pay for my life. Okay? Just paid off my car. 6-year loan. That felt great. Cut my insurance by 40% too, because I don't have to have full coverage because I'm, not financed. So I'm saving a little bit of money, on the monthly bills that are piling up. I think I'm going to do more videos. Let me know in the comments if you think if you're interested in things like this, because it's daunting. This is no joke. So even early on, my wife, she was a single mother of 2 when I met her. Okay, she was on housing, food stamps, all the things. Took her years because she was disabled at the time. She was dealing with MS symptoms. And that was 20 years ago. Okay? 22 years ago, before I met her. So back in 99. I can only imagine what a single mom with 2 kids, the stress she's dealing with. Took her 2 years to get housing. A place to live. She couldn't afford it. She couldn't work 40 hours a week. The fatigue had started hitting her. She would get exhausted by just, simple tasks back then. MS would just it takes you out of the game, man. It's really difficult. If I was going to give you one piece of advice, if you're dealing with a disease, try to keep your muscles strong. Do what you can to keep your muscles strong, because now she just turned 55 yesterday. She can't stand for more than 2 seconds. She's in a wheelchair all the time, or bed. That's not a good quality of life, really. And the challenges. Get her in the car. I know. Okay, get one of those little minivans where you roll her up in there. It's just a matter of time. She's going to friggin' be dead. But when you don't move your body, your bowels don't move. She's constipated. She goes to the bathroom like once every 3 days, 4 days. That's toxic. It's just sitting inside of you, just rotting. No joke. Keep your legs strong, because go for a walk and get exercise and work out on a bike. Resistance. Build the muscles up. You know what I'm saying? Because 55 years old, she can't walk. And basically a sedentary lifestyle of sitting all the time. Butt sores. It just snowballs so fast, too. Even this apartment, it's not very handicap accessible. Taking a shower is an hour and a half, 2-hour process. And I have to be doing it when she's feeling up to it. Like, especially the spasticity with this disease. Her legs, she kicks like a mule. Her leg will I'm not even joking, it's that bad. Wham! It's like an earthquake in bed when she has them when she's in bed. So I wake up and I sit there and I can hear her whimpering and crying because it's so painful. She's involuntarily working out hard. Like fucking legs just kicking like a mule. And I keep thinking it's her body telling her she's got to move. But it's the disease. It's fucking brutal. We're still going through the evaluation process of this whole system. Back to what I was to say. Okay, so when she got kicked off Medicaid last time, because I took a raise and made $40 too much, whatever, at 20 bucks an hour, I made too much for her to get coverage on that. Well, the treatment for MS is called a DMD, disease modifying drug. It's called Ocrevus. It's $80,000 per infusion. That takes all day, by the way. It takes 5-6 hours for the infusion. It's like a big medical bag you see in the hospitals where they drip this solution into your body. Twice a year. That's the treatment. One of the leading treatments, I guess, for MS. Okay. It doesn't get full covered. So we're in massive medical debt. Massive. Tens of thousands of dollars that I've ignored because I can't pay it. Here, let's get you on a payment plan. It doesn't matter. Payment plan, whatever you come with, I'm freaking strapped all the time. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and now it's worse. And that program where you can't take care of your spouse, that's fucked up, dude. That is the worst. Whose idea was that? And I know that for decades, they wouldn't let you do that anyways. The guy in the video, the Valuetainment video that I'm going to share, watch that. He goes over how they penalize you. They penalize people for getting married. No wonder why nobody's not married. My son's not married. My grandbaby's growing up in a broken home. Dad lives here with us, with his parents, and mom lives in Oregon. She came out for 3 days for Christmas. So you don't have that every day-to-day interaction to be, educated by your parents. As a team, they both have different rules. You're living your whole life in fucking rules. And she goes to mom's and the rules are different than dad's and all this. It's confusing for kids. But she's like the best thing that's happening in my life. We go to Costco together. It's like the best. She gets on her little hoverboard, freaking zips around and goes, picks up shit. We love the samples, and that's like our time together. And I teach her things like economics. Like, why would you buy that if this is, $5 cheaper? There was a dragon fruit for $15 a piece, I think. I think it was a piece at Costco. Nothing against Costco. That's their thing. But I was like, all right, and she wanted one, and I was like, you're out of your goddamn mind. $15 for one fruit that you don't even eat the whole thing of. It's not like an apple where you could eat like 98% of an apple. Or an orange, you're only throwing away the rind. She wanted it. It was huge, though. It was the size of a watermelon. I don't even know where they freaking grew it. It's massive. But I'm like, $15. You know how many meals I can make with 50? Well, that's kind of bad, too, because I'm living off of top ramen and friggin' mac and cheese and pasta all the time now. So that's not good for my health. But it's cheap. It's cheap. I'm actually living on bread and peanut butter and coffee. I'm a friggin' coffee addict right now. I can't believe how much coffee I drink. It's stress. I'm trying to stay awake because all I want to do is sleep. My depression is maxed out. Anyways, if you find any, I know I vented, but if you find any of the topics I'm talking about interesting, leave a comment, and I will elaborate on how to navigate Medicaid, unemployment. I'm not going to do food stamps. That's the thing, is I always have this belief that there's somebody out there that needs it more than me. And because I kind of have a oh shit plan, as being a Boy Scout, the first thing you learn is to be prepared. It's the motto of the Boy Scouts, is be prepared. So I've, shopping at Costco, holy shit, we're getting kind of low, but I probably got 5 pounds of pasta still left. A whole case of mac and cheese, top ramen you buy in a case. There's got to be 100 of them. But it's not good nutrition. It's not good quality food, but it'll get us by until I get a job. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I need I need a job that I could do 100% from home. I have massive technical skills. I was a tester, a highly technical tester until my job got outsourced. December was my layoff, and that job's gone overseas, whatever it is. Companies do whatever they do. I understand it. It's economics. If it was me, I'd probably do the same thing. You look for cheaper labor, cheaper materials. You got to, maximize your profits. But it's companies want you to have loyalty to them, but they don't have any loyalty to you. They don't. I mean, they did okay by us. I mean, I got a little bit of a severance, a couple of weeks of severance. So that was helpful. I mean, fucking Christmas would have been worse. But I have another idea. This is an idea I want to do. I want to I want to be a door-to-door salesman. In this case, it'll be screen-to-screen salesman. Okay? Because you wouldn't answer the door if I came to your door. You'd be like, somebody at my door. Nobody answers the door anymore. You'd probably call the cops. I wouldn't blame you. I probably would too. Everybody's got peepholes and they're like cameras, doorbell cameras, and they're like, who is that? Oh, it's fucking delivery. So I was thinking I could be selling, people products, right? Everybody buys shit. I mean, look at the number one company in the world is Amazon, probably, because everybody buys shit online, right? We do it sometimes. I try not to. I want to go to the store. I want to feel it. I want immediate gratification of it, too. I want it now. I don't want it damaged when it gets here, or wrong color, or wrong size, or whatever. And there's people working in the stores. All these box stores, that's my neighbor working in the grocery section. You know what I mean? I'm not going to order something off Amazon. Even if I'm going to pay $2 or $3 more for a widget, whatever it is, I'd rather go to the Fred Meyers and, keep them working. And so, that being said, my idea is, and tell me if you think this is feasible, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never sold anything online other than, like, Craigslist decades ago. I want to sell products that are like 100% made in the United States. The only one I've come up with that I know of, and the one that I buy, is New Balance shoes. They were started in Lawrence, Massachusetts, my home state, Massachusetts, where all us massholes are from. Yeah, And yeah, I'm a Patriots fan, sorry. Anyways, I want to sell their products. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know how to start that process. But I would love to promote their company. I love their shoes. I got freaking probably 3 pair. Lawn New Balance shoes, out playing in the water, whatever. I got New Balance shoes. They got all kinds of apparel and shit. But it's a little expensive, but it's good quality stuff. But I want to sell their stuff. Because if you feed the money back into the system, into the United States system, at least you're giving money to other people that are working in the United States. You buy shit on Amazon or wherever else, and it comes from China, your money is going to China. No wonder why China's military is just exploding. The government takes all the money. There's sweatshops out there, dude. The people aren't making money. We're all part of the sweatshop. Everybody is. If you're a worker, you're part of a sweatshop. But as long as you're getting a little something to live on, $20 an hour or whatever, then you don't feel so bad working in a sweatshop. But you're the one doing all the work. And the fat cat at the top are going on vacation all the time, buying big-ass cars. What's that saying? I said, oh, wow, you like my Lamborghini? You know, if you work really hard next year, I could have another one. Gotta be shitting me. That's the mentality of people with all the money. Why does somebody need $1 billion? I mean, I don't know what number is enough. Give it to the employees. Give it back to the people that are working their ass off. Construction, restaurants. It bothers me that restaurants, and I know that they may or may not. I mean, I'm going to bring up a prime example. In-N-Out. In-N-Out Burger. I love it. They just opened 2 of them in my city. I've been there 50 times. I love it because I used to live in California back in Riverside when I went to high school. Love In-N-Out. But Lindsay, the owner, billionaire. They do all right, though, as far as their employees. They're like the highest paid, like, employees of fast food. So when you see McDonald's struggling right now and all the Wendy's and all these other ones closing down, it's because they treat their people like shit. Nobody wants to work there. There's a line of people wanting to work at In-N-Out. They take care of people. And that's what it takes to run a successful business. But still, she could give even more money back to the employees if she wanted. She's a multi-billionaire. I met her when they had a grand opening. Rich people bother me. I've worked for so many of them, building high-end houses as a carpenter. I was a carpenter for years. I was in the marble and grade trade. Dude, go into a multi-million-dollar house for 2 people to live in. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I understand. It's your money. You do whatever you want with it. But if I had $1 million, I would not live in a friggin' big-ass house with a pool. I'm a minimalist. I'm like, my goal, I mean, obviously, is to have a house that I've designed. Fireproof, by the way. Net zero, by the way. So I need Elon's help. You know, I need some battery. I need some, solar panels. Whatever. I have a design I want to build. 100% handicap accessible, wheelchair accessible for my wife. Yeah, I have a design. I can't get anybody to even look at it because I want to do it cheaply. I want to do it efficiently. There's no money in efficient cheaply. As a matter of fact, I want to do a lot of sweat equity. I want to be there to build it. All of my family are in construction. I can't get any help from them. They're doing their own thing. They're successful businessmen, which is great. They're awesome. And I understand they can't take 3 months to come here and help me get this done. Or bottom line, even invest. Because I can't do it with living paycheck to paycheck. I'm off the grid. I'm freaking as minimal as you can get. So my credit, I don't even know where it's at. It's probably not good. So nobody's going to loan me money on my business plan of building a little handicap house that I could take care of my wife and build whatever I want to make it easier. That's the thing. Living in an apartment, you can't do a lot of modifications. Right? The shower here, it's a tub. I'd rip that out right now if it was my house. I'd have already ripped it out. And I would put in a wheelchair wheeler right in there with a bench and a shower handle and all that crap. That stuff would already be done. Already. If I had that ability to build my little house or whatever. I call it delusions of grandeur. I have delusions of grandeur that I want to get this done and build this thing. I can't. I've emailed 20 builders, haven't heard back from most of them because they're all busy building high-end houses. And I get it. I was there. Up until 2008, I was a carpenter doing 5-stage crown molding. Most people don't even know what that is. One piece of crown mold, 6 1/4, right? 6 1/4 inches in a crown molding of a room. Yeah, that's for a 9-foot ceiling. What happens if you got a 30-foot ceiling in this mansion You wouldn't even see it. So we do 5-stage where you have 3 pieces of crown going this way and baseboard going. It's 2 feet tall. It was a blast to build them, dude. Takes a little while to build them. All the angles in the hallways but man, it looks beautiful when it's done. I mean, you're talking like Sistine Chapel level crown molding because the ceiling's so tall. I really enjoyed carpentry. I really do. I love building things. But I don't have that ability right now. I don't have a garage. I'd be in my man den garage all the time. All the time. If I had one. I've never owned a house. Anyways, thanks for listening. You might subscribe if you want to see if I have any more videos, especially on things you might be interested in that I've covered, like Medicaid, my experience with that. I think I could elaborate a lot on that, navigating through it. Unemployment, food stamps. I'm not going to do the food stamps thing, I don't think. I'm hoping because spring is coming that people will start hiring. But again, I need something that I could do from home. But all my experience is in construction. I can't build shit at home and then in an apartment you know what I'm saying? When you fill out your resume, what do? You put things that you've done. Mine says carpentry, granite work, some technical experience with computers, testing, analysis. My body's hurts. It hurts. 55 after all those decades of doing hard physical labor. Now it's worn me out. My wife fell down. I couldn't pick her up. I went to pick her up and I almost ended up on the floor too. And you know what the answer to that is? Call 911. And if you have one of those apps where they show you the ambulances and emergency vehicles running around your neighborhood, they do lifts. That's what they do. They just drive around picking people up off the floor. I don't want to be that guy. I'll build a lift. You know? But that was like Medicaid and health and welfare. That was their answer. Call 911. Do I want to burden the system to have a EMT or 3 to come over here and pick up my wife and I off the floor? Fuck no, I don't want that. I want to build something to help me get off the floor. Or more importantly, my wife. She's been falling a lot more. I'm there all the time, as much as I can be, but I still have to go to work and do, chores and stuff. If I go to the grocery store and she gets the urge to go to the bathroom, she could be on the floor anytime. But, like, there's a Hoyer lift. It's basically a car engine jack type thing, cherry picker, that you could wheel around your apartment and pick people up. I can't fit it in this apartment. The guy even measured it. He's like, you can't even make this turn from the bedroom to the hallway. I'm like, well, that's just lovely. Again, it's nothing against the apartment or anything. It's not designed to be handicapped. But now we have to look at that. And I'm hoping, forward thinking, that 55 and over complexes are, designed with that in mind. I'm hoping. And I don't even know where to start with that. Who the hell do I call? Property management companies or something. I mean, I even talked to the people that manage the apartments we live in, and they don't have any units. So I'm like, I'm exhausted by this daunting task of navigating everything. There should be a business started up to do just that, to walk you. If you give me a to-do list, the honey-do list, it will get done. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the things I need done in this order, it gets done. Okay? If you say, here's 40 things to choose from, what the fuck where do I even start? Oh, Oh, you're on your own on that. Fuck's sake, dude. Oh, and the other thing. Everybody says this. I ask a question, right? I'm like, hey, can I get some information on this? Oh, that's this number. Here's another number. Write this down. My wife can't write. She's on the phone constantly, right? Doctor's appointment, managing everything. I'm on the phone now quite a bit, but she's knows what's going on, so she's making the appointments and PT, OT, all these, people are coming. She's got her calendar on her phone. She needs to manage. Okay, so, yeah, call this number, 1-888. She can't fucking write. Navigating a phone is difficult. It takes her like 2 minutes to unlock the phone with a passcode with her thumb, shaking like this. Try that. Shake like this. Open your phone. There you go. Try that. Holy shit, dude. Everybody's got their challenges, and you never know what everybody's going through. I'm just trying to make it easier for my wife and me, and my grandbaby and son, whatever. Get through life, have some fun every once in a while. I can't tell you. That was one of the things they said. There's a respite. You can get respite, Troy. Okay, so here's what respite looks like. They take her, or I deliver her to a center or facility that's probably well handicap equipped for a couple days. It's almost like having a hotel. I drop her off, right? And then I go do what I want to do for a couple days. What does that look like? Okay. First off, I don't have the money to go do what I want to do, fishing or golfing or whatever. Baby, give me a minute, okay? So, what am I going to do? She's going to be in the respite center. I'm going to be at home sleeping, worrying about my wife. I'm sure it's a great resource, but that was like one of the first things they said. They could see I'm stressed out. They could see I'm losing my shit in these meetings. Okay? Let's get you some respite, Troy. Yeah. Take me to Jackpot, Nevada, so I can go friggin' play craps, because I love craps. Okay? Take me to Vegas. Take me to fucking the place that's like my playground. Oh, I don't have no money. That ain't happening. So respite this or respite that. It's just like, 3 people have told us that resource is available. I'm like, I understand it's maybe at some point, The thing is, I would take her with me. We're going to respite together. That's the thing. Again, if I could find some money to get one of those little hover around type things, let her zip around the casino, shit, that'd be a blast. We both could get one and zip around the casino. So there's a fucking craps table, blackjack, roulette, coming out, 7-Eleven. Oh, it'd be the shit, dude. Yeah, you know how much those are? Oh, try to fit one in the car. Yeah, so you got to get a trailer and a friggin', I don't even know. I've looked at a bunch of them, but even people have told us, oh, you should get one of those. Oh, yeah, I'll just go down and get it. Yeah, $1,200 minimum. And they don't prescribe that type of stuff through Medicaid. You don't get the deluxe, you get a wheelchair or a stroller or something. They give you just barely what you need after you're evaluated 9 times to Sunday. Which I get it. But again, I don't want to live off that. I don't want to live off welfare, dude. I want to earn a living, And then I could, if I was making bagger money, dude, I'd buy everybody one. Little hover around scooters, man. Those things are badass. Anyways, my wife wants to come out, have a cup of coffee, and chit chat. She just got up from a nap, so I gotta go. Bye.